Welcome to evening session of Vedic mathematics class. Open a new page and mention that the simple rendering for the Ganita Sutra 1 Eka Adhikain Purvain, for its first formulation Eka Adhikain is going to be in terms of its triple subformulations Ek, Adhi and Kain. Of the text of Ganita Sutra 1 Eka Adhikain Purvain, we are today in this session taking up its first formulation. This formulation Eka Adhikain is availing triple subformulations Ek, Adhi and Kain. Therefore, to reach at the simple rendering, the first working meaning flow for this formulation is going to be reached in terms of triple formulations Ek, which means one, Adhi, which means more than, Kain means what. It is here where question stands posed in this formulation, and its answer, as is expected, is to be there in the second formulation of Ganita Sutra 1 itself. Let us have a pause. Let us again visit the formulation Eka Adhikain Purvain as a complete text. This text as it is of two parts. First part is Eka Adhikain and second part is Purvain. The first part is posing a question. One, more than what? Kain is a question mark, raising a question, putting a question, posing a question, as that one itself is more than what value? One itself is more than what value? So if one is to be taken as a value, then it is more than, it is greater than which value? This is the question being posed. Here one is a value is being taken for the present for having first exposure to this formulation, having first view of this formulation. We want to be face to face with this formulation Eka Adhikain in terms of taking one as a value. One can be anything. It can be any entity. It can be a step. And there would be many other modes in which this one can be taken up. It may be a process. It may be a complete domain. It may be a space and many things. We will be coming to it. Then we will be appreciating why Eka Adhikain Purvain is designated, accepted as a source Ganita Sutra. The formulation Eka Adhikain with the help of Ek, Adhi and Kain gives us a simple rendering in the form of a question as that value 1 is more than which value. And the answer for this poser and question is provided by Ganita Sutra text itself in the form of a Purvain, and the formulation Purvain itself is of two subformulations Purv and Aim. Purv in the context of a value will give us a meaning, a previous value. Value before. But we know that Purv also would mean east. This simply would mean that while we shall be having proper insight about this formulation, while we shall be face to face with the actual organization format of this text, then we shall be face to face with the flow of different setup of mathematical processes, mathematical steps which will follow from this text and will lead us to the mathematical domain being covered by Ekadhikain Purvain itself. Now, let us pose to ourselves that one is more than what? Or if we put it, which is the value which is prior to 1? If we are asking ourselves which is the value prior to 1, our first imagination, first mathematical reach immediately would be that it is 0, which is a prior value, and this value 1 is more than 0, and that what is more than is itself is 1. 1 is more than 0. So here will also follow the definition of 1. Let us sit comfortably and let us permit our mind to sequentially absorb, sequentially imbibe the unfolding features of the text Ekadhikain Purvain, particularly of Ekadhikain, and of it also specifically of value 1. On the first apparent reading, it may occur as how is it that the Ganita Sutras claim themselves to be exhaustive mathematical domain, self-sustained, self-contained, and there is no definition of ek. It may appear as if the Ganita Sutras have started approaching the mathematical domain in an integrated way without defining 1. But the moment we shall be having a sequential reach for the formulation Ekadhikain, it will sequentially take us Ek, Adhikain, 1 more than what? It is here this question, it is this inherent, inbuilt question of the formulation Ekadhikain, followed by the second formulation Purvain, as that Purv, the previous thing, as it is bound. It is the limit of the previous state, the way the previous state is bound. So, the definition of 1 comes to be that range, that value, which takes us from the ultimate limit, the extreme limit of the previous state, and it is this way that we can say that first definition of 1 follows, and it is inherently inbuilt in this particular poser of this formulation. Now see, we will be having the Upsutra 1 Anurupain. The Anurupain will help us appreciate it is Anu, Roop, A, it will be that the first vowel will follow the form as it is ultimately bound. So the chase is to be of the form, this form is to be followed, the progression is to follow the form as it is Rupain, as it is Ya, as it is first Anthastha letter. So A is to go to the first Anthastha letter, and A we know is of this form. So A, as it is expressed fully in Ganita Upsutra 8, Eko Daske Api, it is here where the first vowel A is forming its unexpressed form, unmanifest form, this feature. And this feature is this reflection image of this script, that is the letter Ya, that is the first Anthastha letter. So first vowel and the first Anthastha letter, both of them are having value 1, and reflection pairing of 1 into 1 as such will also be in the form of 1 on the positive and 1 as a negative object and image form. Therefore, the moment we shall be taking help of this Subsutra 1, Anurupain, it will be taking us to a bigger processing format that we have to follow the forms as those stand framed. So forms are to be followed the way those are framed. That is why when we will be putting a value 1 and we will say it is 1 plus 1, it is more than it would be more than this will be this, and in the opposite orientation that which is more than 1 is because of the 1 coming into play again. It is this pairing of orientations that which have to be approached, comprehended, imbibed. The Ganita Sutras are composed in such a way that these are having progression of the unfolding process inbuilt within the text itself. Before I proceed further, let me pose that if we are having, say, value 1 and 2 with us, 2 has 1 more than before, then if I pose that what shall be value here and what shall be the value here, then one answer naturally would be 0, 1, 2 and 3. But the poser here is it that the availability of the pair of this pair of values will lead us only to this quadruple, or there can be any another quadruple as well? And here we will see that if we reach from 1 to 2, it can be said that 2 is a double of 1. And in the reverse process we can say 1 is half of 2. So if we continue this process ahead, it will take us to 4, and if we take up the process ahead here, it will take us to half. As such, the quadruple 0, 1, 2 and 3 is not the only quadruple which is going to answer our this pair of posers on both ends. It will have a transition and transformation in the another quadruple, and it is this feature which deserves to be comprehended well, and today's focus shall be as to how and of what implications is going to be the simple rendering of the text of Ekadhikain Purvain, in terms of which we can transit from the quadruple 0, 1, 2, 3 to quadruple half 1, 2 and 4. It is this transition from this quadruple to this quadruple in terms of this value pair 1 and 2 as a formulation Ekadhikain Purvain, which is taken to be the lesson of the day. The lesson of the day is that let us reach at the simple rendering for the formulation Ekadhikain, the first formulation of the text Ekadhikain Purvain. And once we will be through these set of steps, then we'll see the formulation ek and formulation ardh, means half, or two such formulations are the pair of values 1 and half, or the pair of values which deserve to be chased sequentially for all the 10 steps as a word, syllables, letters, TCV, TCV, TTCV, FTCV, then HTCV, then TRCV and STRCV. This tabulation for 1 as a unit, for formulation ek, and for half as a unit for formulation ardh, when are changed for all the 10 steps, we'll see that sequentially with respect to the formulation ek as unit 1 will take us sequentially to values 1, 2, 3, 8, 51, 68, 26, 26, 70 and 168. There is a big implication of each step. As we know, 160 are the total primes up till 1000. 70 is the fifth stage of split of a domain. 26 is the value of the total sporadic groups, and it is also the value of the total meters. And then it is how the formulation, the artifices of values and the geometric formats both run parallel to it. It is because of a Sankhya Nishtha and a Yoga Nishtha taking us to all these values. And the original, these values are so simple that their implications are self-evident. As for a feature 68, we know the summation of value of the Panch Mahabhut from Akash Tattva, Prithvi Tattva, its value is 58, and value 51 is the value of the triple northern hemispheres set up for our universe, where there will be a liberation, a moksha. One will be liberating from the Saur Mandal itself. So all these consequences here, and when are to be taken for the unit half, for the formulation ardh, it will taking us to half, 1, 1 and a half, 2 and a half, 8, 14 and a half, then it is going to be 3, 8, 27 and a half and 57 and a half. We will coming to each of these aspects for proper further complete insight and comprehension of the same, but for the present, the summation value of these 10 features is 423, summation of these values is 116, taking us to value 539, which is 20 more than the value 515. The total letters of the text of Ganita Sutras and Upasutra Sutras together, and this excess value 20 is a zero order value synthesis of a zero order transcendence range within a creator's space because of the 5 space as the origin of a 4 space. And 116 is 4 into 29, which is equal to the TC value of Brahma, and which is also parallel to the 29 versions of Hypercube 14. It is this interrelationship, it is this connection, it is this coordination, it is this setup which is following from this text, this domain, this mathematics. So we have to appreciate, we have to be face to face with the way Ganita Sutra 1, with the help of Ganita Sutra 1 and the subsequent sutras, unfolds itself a universal mathematical domain. The beginning for it shall be that we shall first tabulate these 16 letters. So Eka Adhikain, we have to sequentially reach step by step, one step at a time, and then we have to coordinate them with their placement values in the Devanagari alphabet. As such, one basic mathematical working rule followed in the inbuilt structural setup of Eka Adhikain Purva in itself is that we can have a one-to-one correspondence with the one set with the another set, and it is this correspondence which is ultimately to help us to have a transfer of the structures. How the structures are be transferred, or how the structures are to be coordinated, how the structures of a one set are to be transcended, it is going to be the first mathematical working rule following out of the inherent inbuilt organization format features of the text of Ganita Sutra 1. And it shall be taking us to where? It shall be taking us to the creation format. It is 4-space format presided by Lord Brahma, creator the Supreme, with 5-space Lord Shiva in the seat of the origin, and Lord Shiva manifesting itself within creator space as Ardhanareshwar. It is this feature of the synthetic setup of a 5-space domain within 4-space domain, within spatial order space domain, which is going to be the ultimate phase and state for the foundation upon which the organization format features and mathematical domains of Ganita Sutras as stand organized in the integrated format are to be chased. One shall sit comfortably, one shall permit the transcending mind to be parallel with these features which are emerging. One shall visit and revisit the formulation Eka Adhikain. One shall visit and revisit triple formulation Eka Adhikain. One shall visit and revisit the poser being raised here. One shall visit and revisit the answer being available in the second formulation. And one shall further visit and revisit the way this whole set of organization is following. Thank you very much.